Hello. I am so happy to be back. Welcome back to a new season of the Done Wisdom Morning Show. It's been a minute. Yes, I know. I am your host, Melissa P. Dunn, CEO of MD Marketing Network and founder of this Done Wisdom movement. So, a lot has happened in the last couple of months since I've done an episode. As you may know, I am also vice mayor in the beautiful, lovely city of Lauderhill. And so I've really just been focused on doing that work in the city and also on growing my business, MD Marketing Network. And of course, on taking the Done Wisdom movement to another level. And a lot has happened. I'm super grateful. I have launched Manifest 90, which is a course that a lot of you have heard me talking about. So we're now in the beta version of the course. We just started week 5 of the program, which is super exciting. And I also announced the launch of my sweet retreat, which is happening this fall. The new date is actually Labor Day weekend, so stay tuned for that. I'm finalizing my contract with the location, so I'll be doing a big announcement on that. So anyways, a lot has been happening, right? But I am well, and I'm so grateful to be back on the air. So I am going to talk to you today about abundance. Abundance is the topic of today's show. How to infuse more abundance in your life. You know, we all dream about having a rich life, whatever that rich life means for you. For some people, it means having financial abundance. For other people, it means being abundant in your health, in your happiness, in your relationships. So really, how you define your rich life, how you define your abundant life is really a personal thing, right? But abundance is a habit that we get to cultivate. It's something that we get to call in. You know that I believe that we are all creators. You are a creator. The thoughts, feelings, and actions that you're taking right now is producing the results that you're going to be living in 3 to 5 years, if not in the next 3 to 5 days. So I believe that if you're really intentional and focused, you can infuse more abundance into your life. You can call it into you. And so today I'm going to share with you some tips that I share with my clients, that I share with my Manifest 90 students, and more importantly, tips that work for me to infuse more abundance into my life. So here we go. Wayne Dyer, one of the most respected thought leaders in the personal development space, says that abundance is not something you acquire. It's something you tune into. I'm going to say that again. Abundance is not something you acquire. It's something you tune into. Right? It's a state of mind. It's a state of being. It's not an external process only. It's an inside out process, right? You've heard me say that success is an inside out process. Well, it's the same thing with abundance. And as Wayne Dyer says, it's something you tune into. So I'm going to share with you 10 ways to infuse more abundance into your life. And here are the first 5, right? Know the source of your abundance. That's such a critical piece, you know? Some people really believe that their abundance comes from other people, but that's not my belief. My belief is that abundance comes from your source, whatever you want to call the source, whether it's God, Allah, Krishna, whatever your universe, whatever your higher power is, that's really the true source of your abundance, right? So if you know the source of your abundance, then you know that it is limitless. you know that the possibilities are really endless, right? And the source has the ability or the power to make things happen like that. So it's really important for you to tune into that, right? And for you to believe in your source's limitless possibilities. There is not, like, money is not going to run out, y'all. It's not going to run out. There is more than enough to go around. There is more than enough for you. There's more than enough for your competitor in business. There's more than enough for your ex spouse. Abundance is limitless, right? So be very mindful of how you see that. And I want you to recognize the power of your thoughts. There's this thing called scarcity thinking, right? This is where you think like, oh my gosh, time's running out, or money is running out, or I don't have enough. That keeps you stuck. That keeps the blessings, that keeps the abundance from flowing to you in a way that would enhance your life, that would enhance the quality of your life. So really be mindful of the power of your thoughts. Remember, I was telling you before in previous episodes that you're a creator, that your thoughts trigger your emotions inspire your actions, and your actions produce your results. You can literally use your thoughts as an emotional GPS, right? All of us have inside of us thoughts that either bear fruits or not, that either allow things to flourish abundantly or not. And the thoughts that usually bear fruits are ones that are positive, are ones that feel good, are ones that make you feel joy and empowered and abundant. So really be mindful of your thoughts. And if you notice that you are feeling tense or anxious, then reverse engineer that. Kind of look at what you're thinking and switch it, right? So you can really use your emotions as a GPS. And the other thing is be mindful of your words. The power of your tongue can either build up or destroy. It can either keep you flourishing or it can keep you stuck. So be mindful of the words that you think, the emotions that you speak, and the words that come out of your mouth, right? A lot of times, we may be speaking positively on the outside, but then when you think about or when you listen to your innermost thought, it's negative, it's toxic. So be really, really mindful of the words that you use, particularly the words that you use to describe yourself, the words that you use to describe your situation. Make sure that they are uplifting, that they are positive, and that they really bear the kind of fruit that you want to, all right? So the first 10 ways to infuse more abundance in your life. Way number 1, know the source of your abundance, believe in sources, limitless possibilities, recognize the power of your thoughts, use your emotions like a GPS, and pick your words wisely. All right, so if you are joining us right now, I want you to say hello in the chat. Type in your name, type in the name of the city that you're watching from so that we can shout you out. All right, I'm so happy to be back with you on the DunnWisdom Morning Show. Next, we are going to talk about the remaining ways that you can infuse more abundance into your life. Think like a beginner. This right here is such an important piece. Do you remember when you were like in middle school or maybe even 5 years old in elementary school and you were learning to ride a bike for the first time? You were probably excited, right? You were probably eager to try and to learn because this was a new thing for you. Well, it's the same thing with life, right? If you think you know it all, then you miss the surprises that life has in store for you. and you miss the blessings that can come into your journey at any moment. So I really encourage you, think like a beginner so that new things can be revealed to you, so that you can begin to see opportunities in every situation, so that you may perhaps be able to get an idea and inspiration on how to overcome something that appears to be a challenge, or how you can innovate in your business or in your relationships or in your life. So do practice thinking like a beginner. Next, practice gratitude. Oh my gosh, that is like the biggest tip ever. The best way to infuse more abundance into your life is to be grateful for what you already have. Thank you, God, for allowing me to walk. Thank you for my breath. Thank you for the clouds. Thank you for my job. Thank you for this bed that I'm sleeping in. Thank you for my shoes. Thank you that I am alive. Give thanks for what you already have, and create room for it to be multiplied, right? For it to be multiplied, for it to become more abundant. That is a huge, huge tip. If you do nothing else, practice gratitude. And then practice joyfully giving without expecting anything in return, right? What do I mean by that? Well, listen, you can give as little as a smile, as a kind word, as a kind thought, as a kind gesture, or you can give a lot, make a donation or donate your time or your skills or your talent. But giving and giving joyfully is so important, because abundance is a cycle of giving and receiving. So if you do nothing else, practice gratitude, practice kindness, giving, giving, giving. Not giving to get, not giving to be blessed, but giving because it makes you happy. Giving because it's the right thing to do. All right? So practice giving joyfully. This part right here. Release fear, doubt, and worry. Fear, doubt, and worry is a stealer of your joy and your abundance. Whenever you sit in fear, it's like a dam, right? It blocks your blessing. It blocks you from being able to truly hear what God has for you. It blocks you from truly being able to experience everything that is yours to begin with. So you got to release fear. You got to release worry. You got to release doubt. Because if you do not, you will not see your territory increased. Release fear, doubt, and worry, and lean into trusting your source. The more you hold on to fear, the more you hold on to doubt, the more you hold on to worry, is the more you say to life, I do not want to be abundant. I do not trust my source. I do not believe in my possibilities. So release it. Release the fear, release the worry, release the doubt, and surrender. Lean into everything that you're asking for. Lean into everything that you're praying for, and really stand for what is already rightfully yours. An abundant life, full of joy, full of love, full of freedom. And take opportunities to infuse more of that in your life. The happier you feel, the more abundant you become. The more joyful you feel, the more abundant you become. The more empowered you feel, the more abundant you become. Now, some of you are at the stage in life where you're going through some real challenges, and that's okay. Right? You're not going to get from feeling depressed all the way overnight to feeling joyful, or happy. It's a process. The point is to choose thoughts that makes you feel better moment by moment, day by day, step by step. And before long, you're going to be spending most of your days sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call coming in. Before long, you're going to spend most of your days feeling better than not. And the better you feel, the better life gets. And the better you feel, the more abundant life gets. The better you feel, the closer you'll get to manifesting the things that you're asking God for right now, okay? So let me review it with you right now. The final 10 ways for you to infuse more abundance into your life. Think like a beginner. Practice gratitude, give joyfully without expecting anything in return, release fear, doubt, and worry, and infuse more joy, love, and freedom into your life. Very important, very, very important. Now, abundance is something that you practice. You can practice how to become an abundant thinker. You can practice ways of being that would attract more abundance into your reality, right? Remember I said it's an inside out process. So I'm going to share with you next some ways that you can help cultivate more abundance into your life. So here are some ways. 5 things that you can do. And I want you to do it for the next 7 days. Okay? You're going to pick one affirmation per day, read it, and repeat it out loud. You're going to journal about what comes up for you. You're going to meditate for 10 to 15 minutes per day. And then you're going to list 3 to 10 things that come up, 3 to 10 things that you're grateful for. And then, of course, perform 1 act of kindness every day. Now, this is my personal abundance practice that I'm just sharing with you, right? For some people, that can be a lot. For some people, like meditation might be a little bit too much. I'm asking you to do all 5 things for 7 days. But if you can't do all 5 things, pick 3, right? Read the affirmation, journal, meditate, and maybe, or you can read the affirmation, list 10 things that you're grateful for, and then perform 1 act of kindness a day. But if you do this practice for the next 7 days, I promise you, you're going to start to notice a shift in your mindset. You're going to start cultivating a mindset of abundance, right? One that inspires growth, one that creates opportunities for you to be more fruitful in your life, in however which way abundance looks like for you. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to do this for 7 consecutive days. And if you miss a day, right, I want you to start over from day 1. Let me say that again. If you miss 1 day in this practice, you get to start over from day 1. And this is really, really important because we are working on you developing a habit. We're working on you developing consistency, right? And in fact, in my Manifest 90 group right now, we are going to be starting our 40-day abundance infusion practice. 40 days, right? All I'm asking you to do, my DunnWisdom community, my Women Getting It Done community, is to do this for 7 days. All right? My ladies in my Manifest 90 cohort right now, we're going to be doing it for 40 days. And I'm going to tell you, at the end of the 40 days, I expect to see a shift. I expect to see breakthrough. I expect to hear about businesses that were launched, about contracts that were received, because the more abundance you practice, the more abundant the more abundant thoughts you allow, is the more abundance will actually show up into your reality. All right. So you're going to do it for 7 consecutive days. If you miss a day, you're going to start over. And the goal is to perform these practices consistently for 7 days. Now, if you decide that you would like to do this with me as a group, I am actually going to offer you an opportunity as a community to do this together. All right. So we are doing right now, starting on May 8th, we're going to be doing our DunnWisdom 7-day abundance affirmation practice. So click on the link in this caption to sign up today, right? When you sign up, you are going to receive, oh, I just realized I didn't share that part of the presentation. Let me go back out. Bear with me, y'all. See, this is what happens when you do things on your own. But when you sign up for this affirmation challenge, let me see if I could share that screen so you can see exactly what you're going to get. Let's see. Let me share it. I want you to see this, you guys, because this is such a powerful, powerful opportunity. Let me upload the right file so that you see what it is that you're going to get when you join us for this Abundance Infusion Challenge. Type in the chat right now if abundance is something that's important to you. If you could use more abundance in your life, what would that look like? Would it look like more money? Would it look like a new job, maybe a new contract? Would it look like better relationships with your children? What would abundance look like for you right now? Type it in the chat. Let's get the conversation going while I upload the right file so I can show you how the process will work. All right, so let's go back to this again. Okay, so abundance affirmation practice starts on May 8th. It's going to go from May 8th to May 14th. And this right here is what you get. You're going to get a daily email from me with affirmations. And this part right here is so freaking amazing, you guys. You're also going to get my 7-day abundance affirmation workbook. By the way, this is completely for free. This is my way of giving to you. Because remember I said abundance is a cycle of giving and receiving, right? This is my act of kindness to you, my DunnWisdom community. So you're going to get this workbook. And in the workbook, I have the 10 ways that you can infuse more abundance into your life that we just went over. I also created for you an abundance infusion checklist, a 7-day abundance affirmation practice checklist, an intention setting worksheet, an abundance mindset worksheet, an abundance infusion habit tracker, a gratitude habit tracker, and a kindness habit tracker. Plus, you'll also get the journal. This is a 20-page workbook that I'm gifting to you. A 20-page workbook that I created myself that I will be gifting to you, my DunnWisdom community. So the challenge starts May 8th. Now, the women that are in my Women Getting It Done group will be doing this hopefully with you so that you in the DunnWisdom community, as well as the Women Getting It Done community, will join me in the 7-day of Abundance Infusion Challenge that will go for 8 days starting May 8th. Sign up right now using the link so that you can access your workbook and get your mind right. So when we start on Sunday, you'll be ready to go. All right. So the Women Getting It Done community and the DunnWisdom community, we're going to do it for 7 days starting May 8th. Now, the women in my Manifest 90 course, you guys will get a different workbook altogether. And you also will start on May 8th, which is this coming Sunday, except we're going to go for 40 days. All right. Let me tell you, the first time I did this abundance exercise, I actually did an abundance challenge. The first time I did it for 40 days, I got to day 20 and I missed a day. So I had to start all over again to day number 1. And then the second time I did it, I got to day 32. And then I had to start all over again at day number 1. And I kept going and going. And it literally took me almost 9 months before I was able to complete the full 40 days. And by the end of that 9 months, I had lost weight. I had new contracts in my business. I was feeling healthier. I was feeling fitter. I had my morning routine down pat. I went from kind of, sometimes getting up early to consistently waking up at 4:30 every single morning without an alarm clock because I worked on myself. This practice forced me to cultivate the habit of gratitude. It forced me to cultivate the habit of being kind to everybody and not just practicing kindness in the way that people can see, but practice kindness in the ways that you would never know, right? Kindness in my thoughts. When somebody gets on my nerve, yes, I get angry, but the old Melissa would make a list of all of the things that annoyed me about that person. The new Melissa, I'm able to disrupt that thought pattern and instead focus on the things that I appreciate about the person. Is it easy? No, it's not. Not all the time, but it's worth it because the kinder I am, the more grateful I am, the happier I am, is the more abundance flows into me and the more abundance that flows through me into the world. And so if you would like to join me on this abundance infusion practice cultivation for 7 days, I want you to sign up today. Let's do it as a community. And you know what? Get your girlfriends to join you. Get your husband to join you. And let's do this for the next 7 days. Click on the link, download your workbook, get your mind right, because starting May 8th, you'll get your first email. All right? So I hope that this really supports you guys. My intention always is to be a source of healing, a source of love, and a source of abundance, not just for myself and my family, but for the entire community. I am committed to being the type of person that I inspire. I inspire others, I transform communities, and I advance global understanding. That's my personal mission in life. And I'm hoping that I'm doing that through this show. I'm hoping that I'm doing that. Let me just be very intentional about my words. I intend to do that through this show. And right now, you are watching a live recording of this show because I am currently at City Hall, wearing my hat as Vice Mayor of the City of Lauderhill. But starting next week, Wednesday, I will be on live 9 a.m. every single Wednesday, right? One Wednesday, I'll be teaching on a subject by myself, and the following Wednesday, I'll have a guest. Next week, Wednesday at 9 a.m., I will be speaking. The topic will be Mothering with Love, and I will be introducing you to Dr. Lynn LaBruce. She's an amazing woman with an amazing journey to motherhood. So I hope that this has been a blessing to you. Again, if you want to join us on our 7-day Abundance Infusion practice, go ahead, sign up, and let's do it together. Remember, be kind and loving to yourself today. You absolutely deserve it. And I believe in you. Let's get it done together.